Hello everyone, Koji from Celestial Rhythms. Just a quick update. Well, just 3 days left to the 20th of January. It's getting super suspenseful. And today Jupiter is squaring Uranus in that grand square we have here with Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Uranus, Radamanthus and Varuna, which I mentioned a week ago or so when I did my video about Mars activating this grand square. Mars is now pretty much in the center of this structure and action will start very, very soon. So let's get a bit into zooming in here on what the timeline looks from here on forward. So this moment when Jupiter is exactly 90 degrees from Uranus, that is tonight at 5:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Washington time, and this chart again is cast for Washington. So this chart is pretty special. First of all, the moment when that square will be exact, it's still in the future as we speak here. I'm recording this just a couple hours before this happens. It's the 17th today, naturally. So Jupiter will be exactly at the 7th house cusp in Washington, very exposed, very visible. The 7th house cusp is in the horizon, in people's eyes. So I was thinking about this chart and it came to me. First of all, this is the American nation's lunar nodal axis. Let's just look at it quickly. 635 Aquarius is the south node, 635 Leo the north node. That's the direction of evolution, and that's what we leave behind, where we're coming from, kind of the assets, but also the chains. So in that context, so remember 635 is the exact spot. So what we have here is the lunar south node of the American nation is strongly activated. So I was thinking about that. That is very special because the south node, as I say, is the chains kind of which connect us with the past, all the hangovers, holdovers, and Jupiter is the big powers. So this really is the indication for what's going on in a nutshell. It's the deep state wanting to hang on to their power at all costs, doing this coup, this election fraud coup, and then putting their guy into power. This is a very beautiful description of this event, kind of hijacking the American nation. So I wrote here a little comment on a post of my friend, and that's the combined powers of the past in one last desperate attempt trying to take back control, fully visible at the 7th house cusp. Yes, think Biden inauguration coup. Won't happen though. Why? Okay, we have Mars, Uranus, and the black moon here up, squaring that whole event, squaring their plans, literally. And there's also TX300, which is a yet unnamed Kuiper Belt object, which has been found to be very crude, unpolished, a brute force. So this energy combined with Mars and Uranus, that is the signature of the military up high in house 10, in hexagram 27 after all, nourishment, which is about sustainability and support of the nation. It's linked into those channels which are about survival and support. So very strongly placed hexagram 27 nourishment in Taurus, which is about manifestation. So this is a real action which is here clearly indicated. High up in house 10, as I say, and this is really exciting to see this in this seed chart, because again, this is a starting point, a nodal point, when two planets have an exact 90-degree angle. It's like something crystallizes in that moment. So this is today. Then let's go on a bit further, because let's just zoom back here quickly. When this takes place later today, the moon is still in late Pisces, still in the waiting, actually under a void of course moon. This adds even more. No, that's not correct. It is still approaching this sextile of the sun, so that's not true. Forget about that. The moon will be void after it passed the last exact aspect, which will be a few hours later in the night. But definitely there won't be any big action starting before the moon enters Aries, Mars sign. So let's see when that will be. That will be early morning, 2:07 a.m. on Monday morning, when the moon crosses the line into Aries. Here it is, 0000, activating the fire energy of Mars. And then we will likely see first actions starting. I don't think it will get from 0 to 100. I mean, it's already happening. We know all the National Guard in so many cities, 26,000 alone in Washington, D.C. The whole city has been locked down. Something is looming. I guess everybody can see that. And that's not the signature you would, the presence you would need for a virtual inauguration, which doesn't even allow anybody to attend. This is very, very unusual. So 2:07 a.m. the moon will enter Aries, and in that moment, guess what is high up in the sky, in the zenith over Washington? The 26th degree of Leo. Don't forget, that's where President Trump's Mars is in his natal chart, 2622. So again, he is the one behind the scene who pulls the strings. He's still in power and has unprecedented powers as a president due to the situation of emergency, and that we are in a war since 2001, since 9/11. So there's all this power President Trump has at his hand, and he will play his cards very late in the game, but he definitely, that's now coming down to the last minute. Don't forget that post Q made with the watch, with the 19 in it. So it all looks like it's pointing towards the 19th of January when the real action is kicking in. So let's just see early morning, on the 18th, Monday morning, 2:07, the moon getting into Aries. Then during the day, conjuncting Chiron, the wounded healer, which probably will be when the crisis becomes obvious, when everybody can see something is off, something is different. And then in the evening, actually 8:48 p.m. on Monday, that's when I expect things to get really dicey, serious. That is when the moon crosses into hexagram 21 at 9:30 Aries. That is that line. Let me just see. Okay, just